Members of Congress.
Today, everyone's talking about Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's speech to a joint session of Congress.
This Capitol dome helped build our Iron Dome.
It was an unusual speech. It was coordinated behind the president's back with congressional Republicans, illustrating his opposition to President Obama's proposed deal with Iran to limit its nuclear program in exchange for lifting international sanctions. Netanyahu thinks this would be a disaster. Here's the basic meat of his argument.
I don't believe that Iran's radical regime will change for the better after this deal. This regime has been in power for 36 years, and its voracious appetite for aggression grows with each passing year. This deal would only whet Iran's appetite for more. Would Iran be less aggressive when sanctions are removed and its economy is stronger? If Iran is gobbling up 4 countries right now while it's under sanctions, how many more countries will Iran devour when sanctions are lifted? Would Iran fund less terrorism when it has mountains of cash with which to fund more terrorism? Why should Iran's radical regime change for the better when it can enjoy the best of both worlds? Aggression abroad, prosperity at home.
The case that Netanyahu's making there is that Iran is a rogue radical regime bent on overthrowing the political order in the Middle East and using its nuclear capability as a tool to enable the kind of aggression that it's doing right now through funding militant groups like Hezbollah. Netanyahu thinks a nuclear-armed Iran like this would be an unacceptable danger and would probably cheat on any deal to get a weapon. Obama, by contrast, thinks Iran does do bad things. He also thinks that Iran can respond rationally to incentives, so it knows that sanctions are hurting its economy, but is willing to suspend its nuclear program in exchange for a healthier, better economy.